And we are.
And yeah, no real surprises there. K-Shot,
Yeah.
InZap, C-Jet coming out from Bronze, and the Vanilla Tint coming out from Turtle. Kojo coming out with the H3 and a very shooter-heavy, aggressive
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say, too. It'll be very aggressive. Ooh. Yep, and Leg goes down, gets 1 kill.
One player going down on the side of Crayons as License the Krill trying to make some plays happen here, starting to push up. It's going to come down to how they work with their 10th player Turtle, and they've been doing a good job of that all tournament long. One player going down, make that 2 on the side of Crayons as License the Krill going to get 3, and now they're going to get up into the plat, and they have a lot of clams to work with, Falco.
Right, nobody has a power claim quite yet, but we do see one has 9, and it goes in. I spoke too soon. License the Krill is going to score, getting down to 74. And more. 3 players are still alive. 2 players are alive on Crayons, so this is going to be pretty hard for them to come back to.
Bronze just kind of camping out on the step there, slowly leading down the score. And kind of backing off there. It looks like they had a couple of players alive, License to Krill. And instead of trying to fight for mid, just kind of gave it right back to Crayons. So Crayons with the opportunity to kind of build up, get some map control, and they do get a pick on Greg. Corey popping some armor here. Now they got an opportunity to strike right back.
Yeah, but can they get to 44? They do a 2 power claims that go in, getting them all the way down to 60. 3 players are still alive, and some more. We see a Booyah Bomb. How's Nazono is going to handle it? And it looks like they go down. And more claims go in. Can they take the lead? Just 1 more clam. But 2 players are alive. Nobody's by the... Oh, they were by the basket. I didn't see them.
Yeah, Kojo staying alive there. Oh, and this could get a lot more ugly. Look at Hori with
Hori's
8
got a few
clams.
claims. Can they get those in? Ooh, goes down, getting all the way down to 33.
That's a nice splat by Turtle. Oh, but this push still isn't over. Look at him.
No, Kalahari, he's going to go in. He's
The Weasels keep jumping out of the trees, and they can't get all of them. But finally, with 12 points remaining, the push is over, and License the Krill still has 3 minutes to work with, but they got a huge mountain they got to come back from.
They do 44 penalty points for them, but I can guarantee that when that basket is open on your side, it is an eternity, and it's so hard not to panic, not to feed. But Crayons did a great job getting all the way down to 12.
Yeah, I love the aggression by Crayons. They didn't stop. They didn't like, oh, well, our push is done. Let's retreat. No, they kept grabbing clams. But here we go. License the Krill making a response right now, getting rid of all of their penalty points. But 2 players going down. Turtle gets a nice pick on the K-Gal
and
using the bubbles.
And umbrella.
Combined with the
One more power claim would do it.
Oh, they could have got the KO right there. I didn't realize that. They did make a power claim.
Yeah, that power claim is right there. Unfortunately, couldn't get up close enough to the basket. We're just a little over 2 minutes remaining now. We see Hori as a power claim too. Both of these teams have quite a bit of penalty points.
They do, but Crayons shouldn't be feeling too comfortable right now because of how many points have been scored in the first 3 minutes. This gives the sense of a game that is going to end in a KO just because both teams are having a lot of difficulty keeping their baskets closed. A nice pick there by Turtle as Odd starts to get rid of that power clam just to avoid that ray that Bronx has been firing out here, but we see more trades going down in mid.
Yeah, we do. 2 players are down now on License to Krill, and power claims are being formed left and right. Like, I can't keep up with all of this. But they have 2 power claims. Crayons has 1 that they're working with. And we'll see who gets control of mid. Now it's kind of a standstill.
It was a good job by License to Krill there to make sure that all their clams got consolidated into 1 power clam. The problem is now 2 players are being very visibly located by Crayons. And look at the
That's going to be a wipe. That is a wipe.
A huge response by Crayons, and they're looking to get the KO right here. Hori with just enough clams to do it. Kojo.
Can they do it? 1 more claim, 1 more clam.
And there it comes from the steps.
Wow.
Crayons gets punched in the face and fires back, taking game 1.
Yeah, there was a lot of back and forth, and all of the pushes were very, very heavy pushes, too. That's something you really want to do. It allows you to push up, control the zone, control all the clams, and, you know, for that one, it was amazing.
Kojo top fragging with that H3 14KA. That's H3, a very difficult weapon to be good with. A difficult weapon to use, but a high ceiling if you can really master it. And Kojo obviously doing a very good job in that game. But yeah, kind of like you said, there was what, maybe 4 total pushes in that entire game, like 2, maybe 3 from each team, but each one was so devastating.
Oh, they absolutely were. And, You know, I like Inkblot Art Academy claims. I think it's a pretty good mode.
Yes.
Although, you know, sometimes it's frustrating defending when you have that step up and people score
Yeah.
much more quickly than you think they can, and it's really hard.
Like
but
Bronze was doing there on that
Exactly.
one push. Just 8 power clams. I think Turtle was right there too, just kind of body blocking too. So it's just free real estate to pop them in. But still, the response by Crayons was fast and fierce. Those guys moved. If you're going to use a comp like that, you need to be fast and mobile, and they really were in that set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Moving on to game 3. What was it?
Game 2.
Or game 2.
Yeah.
I'm jumping ahead a little bit here.
Yeah, we'll have Rainmaker because that one went so quickly.
That's why I don't remember.
Yeah, just totally blocked your mind. So yeah, Rainmaker on Manta Maria. You know, we've seen a total of maybe 10 minutes of Clan Blitz action and 1 minute of Rainmaker.
Well,
so
the Rainmaker moment, it giveth and taketh away.
Yeah.
I like it. So yeah, I guess, you know, we do see a couple of these guys. Are they going to be changing weapons? Are they going to be changing play styles? You know, it's they know what to expect now. You know, sometimes with a pickup, you don't really know what to expect unless you've been like scouting them out over the course of the weekend, which some teams have been doing.
Yeah.
But it's one thing different seeing what they're going to do versus them actually firing things right at your face. So now License to Krill knows what to expect. They're coming out with basically the same comp, and Crayons is doubling down, coming out with theirs, coming out with a
still the shooter comp. Look at that. It's yeah, all shooters pretty much. We don't see a whole lot of differences.
I think the orange in zap instead of the gray, but yeah, weapon-wise, still the same kind of short-range mobility. H3 being kind of that midline player there. As Bronze, if Bronze could keep their distance, honestly, they could have a field day with this comp because Bronze is a very good C-Jet player, but those missiles are going to make things very difficult as the Crayons does pick up the Rainmaker early, looking to go over this cut area. Hori kind of leading the way, but there comes that
avoiding the
Stingray.
ray. Yeah, they avoided the ray,
Wow.
getting all the way to 44. What a great push. 3 players are down now on Crayons. That is a wipe. We'll see how License to Krill responds. They're going to get control of mid. They will probably, we'll see if they pick it up. They have the real estate too, and they pick it up. Yep.
Mr. LJX getting deep into that enemy base, and there goes Turtle with the hammer, but Hori takes them down before any damage can be done. Trying to guard this cut area. Oh no, another player takes a dip into the bottomless abyss. And the Rainmaker trying to work around that area. They almost got lead, but not enough players are there that are going to be able to pop it as the rest of the License Krill spawning back in instead of trying to overexert themselves, jumping in and get that push going a little bit further. So this game's lasted past the first minute, and we've seen some fireworks already.
Right. I love the Brella choice for this stage because there's a lot of narrow alleys that if you push your Brella out, that person really has nowhere to go. But it looks like somebody has somewhere to go. Hori getting all the way down to 26, getting more close to the podium.
And 1 player still alive. Odds on that back window, but 3 players should be there. Odds takes somebody down with them. Wow, that's, man, Crayons is doing a very good job of being annoying, and they're getting a lot of value out of that kind of annoyance that they're putting out there.
They really are. They do have 2 specials ready. The Rainmaker is going to reset as well. We'll see when the stamp is deployed, but right now they are down 1 player. They also take on the Nozzle Nose, and Armor is on the side of License Krill.
Crayons, the team that already has a huge lead here, not trying to huddle up. Again, they don't have a Stingray to work with. They're not built to be a defensive team. They're built to just keep pounding the rock, even though they have this lead. So the aggression is not going to go away. They want to force License to Krill to play defense this entire time. And so far in the first half of the game, that has been the case. But Greg's starting to heat up a little bit here right now. Getting a double and does have some missiles to work with as well. Finds that last player. Oh, but somebody kind of sharked around that backside, was able to pop the Rainmaker. Greg forced to kind of come back and pick it up in a situation where they might not have been wanting to do just that.
Right, getting that player advantage was really a key component to really pushing up, and unfortunately, when somebody flanks, it can just ruin all of your plans.
2 minutes left to go now as we see Greg, who got a very nice double, trying to make something happen again, but getting taken down by Odds, and 2 players going down. These Stingrays coming out are doing a decent job of kind of shutting down, at least killing the Rainmaker, but we're not getting the kind of response that you would like to see from License to Krill with these stops on these Rainmakers that they are getting, because Crayons just keeps picking it up and being aggressive with it. We see Turtle now starting to pop that hammer, trying to be a little bit of a distraction. Kojo, how does he get that kill? The fall off of Lightning on H3.
That was really, really far. They had to be very weak for that. Only 1 player alive now on License to Krill. Krill. Just about a minute and a half ready or left.
Bronze getting chased out there. Oh, Bronze decided to stay in and take that fight. No, I don't think anybody kind of jumped in there, so they do dive, but they can get Stingray back really quickly. But again, the problem is, License to Krill, they were starting to get a little bit of offense going there. They're trying to get like these sustained pushes where they dive, pop it, and then push it a little bit forward again. But the speed of Crayons is really being a problem right now.
Right, it looks like Crayons are not really going for the KO. It's more of, hey, we want to control mid. We want to have this spot so you can't have it. If we have mid, you aren't able to progress and push up any farther. And now Crayons does have a majority of mid.
Picking up the Rainmaker yet again. You said they're not going for the KO. I'm not quite sure about that. I think these guys are going for blood here. All the players for Licensed Krill kind of forced into the street. Kennard coming around the right side, gets smashed on the head by Turtle's hammer. A Booyah Bomb coming out and another toss. Oh, doesn't quite get the kill there, but still opting to push the Rainmaker to the right side. They're doing that just because of a more defensive push, so maybe to your point, not going for the KO, but now we only got one more opportunity left for Licensed Krill to make something happen here.
Right, and they're going to maybe take control of mid first before picking up the Rainmaker. Now they pick it up, and this will likely be their last push.
Kennard getting a pick on Greg, now starting to fight Turtle, who gets taken down by the Rainmaker, who's right now, step one is going to be getting the Rainmaker to mid, and then you basically got to get it all the way down to the pit. This Stingray needs to get some splats. 14 KA from Bronze as Koto's forced to retreat. The Stingray is going to go down without getting anybody. Turtle does have hammer to go here. Greg does go down, and now his players are starting to collapse on to the Rainmaker. We think, yes. And Crayons starting to get a little bit hype on stage, we can hear, as they go up 2-0 on License to Krill.
Yeah, a very, very good matchup. It was, you know, again, kind of the same and a little bit of a different pace in the first match. Again, a lot of aggression by both teams, but this one was a little more even, a little more back and forth. But overall, License to Krill, they did a really good job, but unfortunately just couldn't get it done with how well Crayons was pushing up.
You saw the KAs on that screen there, and if you didn't see the game, you would think, well, License to Krill dominated that. No, those are all defensive pushes. That's basically, they're forced to play whack-a-mole. They put out one, they hit one on the head with the hammer, and then all of a sudden another one pops up behind them, and as they're trying to just get rid of all these moles, all of a sudden the time's gone out and the game's over.
Yeah, absolutely. Splat Zone Sturgeon, I think we'll see something a little. There's a hype moment over there. I think we'll see something a little more similar to the Clam Blitz game. I'm not sure. Are you able to let me know what's going on, Popgun?
I think CD's just got a nice win against somebody. Every now and then you'll just hear random bursts of shouting and yelling, and you just want to.
You turn your head.
Somebody, some exciting set has happened off that. But you don't care about that. You care about License to Krill and Crayons. And we're looking to see if we can see our first game that you and me are commentating that's going to go past game 3 here. Splat Zones at Sturgeon Shipyard. I don't expect any comp changes from either team. Obviously, Crayons is, you know what we're going to do. It's on you to stop us. License to Krill, you know, their bread and butter has gotten them this far in the tournament. I don't think there's any point in trying to look into Plan B when Plan A has been working out so well for them all the way up to this point.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if License to Krill, you know, is able to get this win and then potentially win games 4 and 5 or something like that. But yeah, they're very good. And Sturgeon Zones, I like this one.
Question is, does License to Krill like it? No changes coming out from either side, doubling down. And here we go. Something has to be done about the aggression of Crayons, or else License to Krill tournament will be ending here. Bronze sticking with C-Jet for Clamblitz, or not Clamblitz, for Splat Zones. It's not really going to do a lot as far as capping the zone, but if they can get the splats with it, combined with the missiles from Greg, who's already fired them out right now, they can get something going.
Indeed, and it looks like License Krill had an early cap, but Crayons going to take the lead now with 2 players down on their team. They have 84, 83. Ooh, and a very nice pick. They're gonna. It's a 2-on-2. They are making work with this this 2v2.
Yeah, and they're getting hype. I don't think the stream can hear it, but they are, every time they get a new splat like that, Crayons is celebrating. It's a party on stage. 50 points basically remaining here of Crayons. The Stingray coming out. Hammer is online for Turtle if they opt to use it, and does get a nice flat on odds, and is now starting to work back towards the zone to try to get the cap here so that Licensed to Krill can get something going onto the scoreboard. Penalty points gone. And Hori, doesn't jump out
almost
in time.
Was so close. Yeah, 49 penalty points for Crayons. Getting all the way to 36 on pretty much your opening push, that is a position that will suit you well later into the game.
The question is, can they get a lockout going here? Can they get some momentum to build with? They do have missiles to work with, but Mr. LGX gets taken down by a Booyah Bomb, and here comes Odds. Says, I don't really care about the zone, I just want more splats going straight. And Greg punishes it, but now gets double teamed themselves because the rest of the bees from the Hornet's Nest are starting to fly in now, and zone going back into Crayon's favor.
Indeed, and I'm curious to see the missile count after this. I feel like we're going to see quite a bit of missiles. And now, yeah, Crayons getting rid of their penalty points, doing it in a pretty good manner too. They might be able to knock a few more points off too.
Kojo already gone with their penalty points, looking to end their night right here. Armor on the line, more specials getting popped out, but Licensed Krill doing a good job of combining all their specials, but Turtle doesn't pop the hammer.
Yeah.
Turtle doesn't get to pop the hammer. The Rain doesn't really, the Ray doesn't really combine well with anything, and this is starting to look like it is it. Licensed to Krill with that splat is going to do it, and Crayons is going to be playing on Sunday.
There you go. What a crazy hype set. They're going nuts on the stage right now.
I hope the stage is all right.
I know.
But hey, I would be too, honestly.
Oh yeah.
As we get the shot there, as players starting to line up. And again, hats off to Licensed to Krill. We talked about how they've disbanded. They come back just for this tournament.
Right.
Had a heck of a run all the way through the entire tournament. Something I'm sure they're very proud of the result they had here today.
Oh yeah, absolutely, without a doubt. And then me as a player, you lose pretty bad to Licensed to Krill, and then they go 3, and it's like, oh man, these people are good. Okay.
Justifying yourself a little bit.
Right, yeah, of course.
But Crayons, man, it's going to be fun seeing them tomorrow. Seeing this like Hanron style of gameplay that they're kind of busting out here, just constantly firing. It's definitely North American style or of play of just very aggressive going in there. So correct me if I'm wrong here. Is that it for us for the day? Hey, the day's done.
Okay.
My goodness.
Wow.
What time is it?
It is 9:15.
We've been playing Splatoon for 11 hours and 15 minutes today. This is okay. Wow. Hey, it's the first time doing this LAN in a long time. So we're getting a lot of value out of this.
Yeah.
So with that being said, we are going to wrap it up here today. Some of us need to go to bed. Some of us need to. The pool is closed at 9.
Yeah, pool closes at 9.
Okay. Well,
it's a little early. It's a Saturday.
So we missed that.
Yeah.
So you and me need to figure out what we're going to do tonight before we wake up tomorrow for some more exciting action of Splatoon. I will be commentating starting tomorrow. If I wake up on time. But Falco, where can people find you?
Yeah, my Twitter handle is there at the bottom. Also twitch.tv/FalcoFlyer. Very easy to find me. And I play Splatoon. Splatoon's fun.
And you can find me in Falco Flyer's room with some other friends in in about an hour or so. I'm Popgun alongside Falco Flyer, and we thank you for watching today. Come back tomorrow for grand finals of Riptide.